I mean, if you're the kind of person who doesn't really care about stuff, you have to just get your ass here and then you're gonna have to survive. But if you like to be prepared, then I suggest you keep watching this video. Because in this video, I'm going to be taking you through 5 most important things, at least most important tips that I think are useful for you if you're coming to Hong Kong to study as an international student. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Thiha and I am a business student here at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. It's so lovely to have you here. First of all is, of course, our trusty Octopus Card. If you're coming this year, I think you already probably know this because you'll be coming in 2 months or so. So this is the card that you will be using a lot for paying. You can use it to pay for transportation, subway, buses, groceries, convenience stores, laundry, top up the aircon, vending machines. In fact, this is the only method for you to pay at the hostels when you're topping up the aircon or using the laundry or the vending machines. So this is the thing that you should get first and foremost as soon as you arrive to Hong Kong. And another thing is, don't make a mistake like me and get this card at 7-Eleven because they're going to give you a tourist Octopus Card which cannot be turned into a student Octopus Card later on. With a student Octopus Card, you get a lot of discounts, especially when you're traveling with MTR. So please go to the MTR station and get it at the MTR station, one of those customer service centers, which can be used to turn it into a student Octopus Card later on, and it looks like this with your photo on it. So yeah, that's number 1, Octopus Card. Very, very important. You cannot survive in Hong Kong without it. Number 2 is, of course, the HKID Card, which stands for Hong Kong Identity Card. If you haven't figured it out already, it looks like this. Everyone and anyone who is permitted to stay in Hong Kong for more than 180 days are required to apply for it. And if you are a student, you'll be staying here for 4 years, so obviously you need one. So the process is like this. Once you get to Hong Kong, you have to make an appointment at one of the immigration offices through the immigration website, and you have to go there during the appointment time to apply for it. And the earlier it is, the better, because if you're a student, you will be coming here in probably late August or early September, and a lot of other students are going to be coming as well. So a lot of people will be booking, right? So if you book at a later stage, the places will be fully booked, and then you'll have to travel to the office that is really far from university, like me. I waited until I settled down in Hong Kong, but the thing was, you need to apply for this within 3 months from when you land to Hong Kong. So I had to travel for 1.5 hours to the office and then back 1.5 hours. It took such a long time and it's not convenient at all. So I think if you're coming in 2021, this year, you will be staying in quarantine for 2-3 weeks. So I suggest you book as soon as you arrive here while you're doing your quarantine. And then as soon as you get out of the quarantine, you go to the immigration office and then get your HKID card. Oh, and as soon as you get the HKID card, you can book a free vaccination here in Hong Kong, which is good. I'm fully vaccinated. Number 3, a little bit less important, but it is a passport size photo. It's not like you cannot take photos here, but if you already have several passport size photos, it's really convenient to bring it along with you, because when you arrive in Hong Kong, when you have to settle, you have to apply for these documents and IDs, student ID, HKID, Octopus Card. Whenever you apply for these documents, bank accounts, you're gonna have to provide a passport size photo to them, and it's really convenient to just carry it around with you for around 1 or 2 weeks that you are in Hong Kong when you will be applying for these type of documents. So if you already have them, take it with you, put it in your pocket, put it in your bag, whatever floats your boat. Just convenience. Number 4, it's also a little bit less important, but it would be great to also bring a residential proof if you already have it. It should be in English or Chinese at least, because when you open a bank account, they're gonna ask for a residential proof. I don't mean the residential proof of the place where you'll be living at in Hong Kong. I mean your permanent address, where you are probably living at right now. For me, luckily I brought my driver's license, which has my address at the back, so that worked well. And it was in English as well. So if you already have it, you should probably bring it, because if you open a bank account here, they're gonna ask for residential proof, and it is a must to show. I'm putting this in because I have seen a lot of freshmen and people struggling with it, and they get their bank accounts really at a later stage. So yeah. And number 5, I'm changing the angles a lot because I thought it's pretty cool, is it? Anyways, number 5 is the SIM card. Now, I lived without a SIM card for like more than 1 month here in Hong Kong when I arrived back in 2019, and I survived because Wi-Fi is available almost everywhere here in Hong Kong. And with Wi-Fi, you can do anything, right? You can call up people. You don't even need a SIM card, right? But as a student, in Hong Kong, you're going to be staying here for 4 years. Even if you're an exchange student, you're going to be staying here for 3 to 4 months. So I think it's kind of worth it to get SIM card. Now the thing with SIM card is I wouldn't suggest you to get the tourist SIM card, the cheap ones, like a lot of data and limited amount of time, right? Because I think if you are going to be staying here for a really long time, you might not want to change your phone numbers from every now and then, because it's a really messy process. Once you change your phone number, then you're gonna have to update it everywhere, especially the bank accounts. It's a really annoying process, because when you log into your online e-bank account, you might need to verify with an SMS, and if you are changing your number all the time, you're gonna have to go to the branch and then verify to change your number and update and all that stuff. So yeah, I would suggest you to get a student plan. There are a lot of SIM card providers here in Hong Kong. I personally use the student plan from China Mobile, but the catch with student plan is you need to sign a contract which normally lasts 1 or 2 years. The longer the contract is, the cheaper the monthly price gets. Obviously, the contract means you cannot stop the service for like a month or 2 if you're not in Hong Kong. You're gonna have to keep paying it even if you travel back to your home country. But I still think it's worth it, because it's really annoying to update your number everywhere. The contract is worth it. I think you can keep your number for a long time. So yeah, see what type of SIM card fits you when you arrive in Hong Kong, and ask your seniors at your school as well. That's number 5, SIM cards. These are the 5 most important tips. At least that's how I see it, and what I would find beneficial when I was preparing to come to Hong Kong to study and to settle. Let me know in the comments if this helped, and if you haven't subscribed, it would be really lovely if you do so. I am also trying to upload a new video every single week during the summer, so hopefully I will see you in the next video next week. Bye bye.